there's lots about journey in Christian faith. During this week of the year, Christians are remembering that Jesus traveled to Jerusalem for the events of Holy Week. And during this Holy Week, I'm going to be traveling and walking across parts of Exmoor and the Brendan Hills and the Quantocks, meeting people, spending time in churches, praying with folk, and remembering this most special week of the year when Christians remember that Jesus died for us on the cross and then rose again on Easter Sunday.
So it is that thing, it is a long walk, but it is a pilgrimage, and they're completely different, aren't they? So explain a little bit about that. You've mentioned you're going to be going to the churches, but what else?
I think this is part of our Christian tradition that we know that when we walk, when we attend to God by making that journey, then we're enabled to draw closer to God. And that's what a pilgrimage is. I've been thinking there's a Japanese theologian called Kosuke Koyama who talks about the 3-mile-an-hour God. That when we walk, then we get to experience the world around us and our interior lives and the life of God in a quite different way. And I'm so looking forward to doing that with people across Exmoor this week.
Do you know, you mentioning about Japan there is a pilgrimage that you can do in Japan where, you know, you get help along the route from all the people. I'm sure you're going to meet some incredible people along your pilgrimage as well.
I'm going to get a lot of help, and a lot of cake is my real hope about this pilgrimage.
Absolutely. So tell us about the route then, where you're going to be walking.
Yeah, so I'm starting off today in Selworthy, and then I'm going to walk to Porlock. Then tomorrow I'm going to be beginning in Orr and walking down to Stoke Perrow. Then on Thursday, I'm going to walk from Treeborough over to Nether Stowey. And then my last day will be Friday when I'm doing things in and around Nether Stowey and ending up in Goathurst.
It is going to be quite challenging then.
Yeah, I something I do lots anyway. So I'm quite often, my wife and I do a 3-day walk over February half term, visiting different churches of the diocese. And it was just a lovely opportunity this year to do it during Holy Week.
So if somebody's listening right now and they've heard that you like cake, any cake favourites they need to be aware of? What can they bring you? Can they actually join you if they want to?
Yeah, yes. Probably the easiest thing is to be in touch with one of the local Exmoor clergy or the Quantocks clergy who are looking after me. So that's Anne Gibbs over in Porlock, David Weir in his benefice around Cutcombe, Luxborough, and those churches. Then I'm moving on to be with Nikki in the Quantocks and Eleanor King in the Quantocks. And those church websites will hopefully have information, or if not, the vicar will know.
It sounds lovely. I mean, starting off in Porlock, for example, is just absolutely beautiful around there, isn't it? So it's going to be some beautiful
I feel so
views.
lucky to be going.
Yeah, really lovely.
It's going to be amazing.
Now, you are finishing on Friday, which is Good Friday. What does Easter mean to you?
Easter is to be drawn into this amazing story of Jesus, who loves us so much that he gives his life for us. And you might think that death is the end, as so often it is in this sad world in which we live. And yet the hope of the Christian message is that Jesus overcomes death through God's power at work in him and rises to new life on Easter Day. And that's the promise that he makes to all of us.